I'm going to start on the phones because this guy ripped a golden ticket this week. And again, there are perks and bennies. Not everybody gets treated the same. If you can make it better, you can skip the line. If you can make it better, there's going to be a benefit to it or a perk that you're going to get. So because this guy got a golden ticket and made a great phone call already, he goes right to the front of the beef line. Let's go to Jay in Columbus. Jay, it's good to have you. What's your beef?
Romy, my beef is with clones that cry plant. Every time you get a good call from someone new, like, hey, loser, just because you can't do it doesn't make us plants. It just makes us better than you, idiots. Was that quick enough for you? Out.
Perfect. Dude's not a plant. He called up the other day, made a great phone call, and then immediately all the haters were like, plant. Rome planted that, plant. No, I know it's really unusual to get such a good phone call, but it doesn't mean that it's a fake or a plant. Haters will say, yeah, you just planted a beef call too. No, he's legit, and he still has a golden ticket. 1-800-636-8686. Let's go to Ryan in the 805. Ryan, good to have you. What's your beef?
Rome, my beef is with the kook clone in Oxnard who doesn't know what he's talking about, because Santa Barbara County happens to have the largest legal grows of cannabis in the state. And I happen to have an investment in one. So shut your face, donkey boy. And my second beef is with those Texas Rangers ruining such a great World Series by singing Creed at the end. Disgusting. I'm out.
All right, man. Ryan on the 805. What he did was pick up on a beef from last week and then updated this week's beef. That's why he double dipped. 1-800-636-8686. Let's go to the ABQ. Sean in Albuquerque. Hey, Sean, what's your beef?
Hey, Jim, what's happening?
What's up?
My beef is with gas station money order guy. It's like, my dude, you do realize it's the 21st century, homie. Nobody uses those things anymore, man. There's 10 of us standing in line behind you, including me and Jera, with our $5 bottles of gas station Cabernet, while you're trying to figure out how much money you can mail to your gram. We have lives to live, sir. We have places to be, sir. What are you going to do next, homie? Ride home in your horse and buggy, call up your friends on your wall-mounted rotary phone, write out a check to the newspaper delivery guy, and then fax your boss that you're not going to be at work tomorrow, you idiot? Move it along, sir. For the love of God, move it along. Jim, the
Sean.
original 4, the 505, Albuquerque. I am out.
Move it along, Sean. Move it along, sir. That's all right, though. I like it. I'm not saying these are the best beefs. I'm saying they're pretty good. They are pretty good. They're definitely the loudest beefs, but they're not bad at all. All right, so that was the ABQ. And like I say every single week at this time, one of my favorite things about the beef segment, they come from all 50. We get beefs from all over the country. One drops off, that opens up a line, 1-800-636-8686. Let's go to Oregon. Michael, what's your beef? Yo, Michael. If you're on hold and you hear me taking telephone calls, there's a very good chance you're next. I'm not going to hold your hand. Chalk is not going to pick up the phone and say, hey, Mike, be ready. We're coming to you next. I'll say it to you on the air. Be ready. We're coming to you, and maybe it's next. Be there. If you're on hold, we're taking telephone calls.
Get ready.
Get ready. Let's go to Clearwater. Also a Mike. Hey, Mike, what's up? What's your beef?
What's up, Jim? My beef is with these degenerate gamblers that come into work every Monday and Friday morning talking about their 3-team parlay that they won, and I did this, and can you believe that? And the big, and everybody wants to get down. And to be honest, Jim, you and that marble mouth kook aren't helping everybody over here. The little betting gambling thing's getting out of line. I'm out.
No, it's not. It's actually not getting out of line, and we are actually helping him. Me and that marble mouth kook. We always say it. Do it for fun. Do it responsibly. Don't bet the rent check. Don't bet the car payment. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Don't do it. We're not giving out parlays. We're not getting crazy about it. All we do is show up on Thursday before the game, give you some good content, some good entertainment. Again, this is where we're different. We're pretty good at it. We have educated takes, but we're entertaining. It's good content, even if you don't think so. Hey, man, you act like me and that marble mouth kook are showing up at your place of work and getting up in your grill and making you listen to all of our bad beats and our big wins. We're not. Come on, man. Let's go to, and by the way, the marble mouth kook will be joining me in 33 minutes from Mark. Let's go to Claremont. Lane, good to have you. What's your beef?
What's up, Jim? My beef is with these pundits calling somebody complicated when they pass away, even though they were very successful, but they were complete a-holes. It's like, hey, you can be really successful and be a complete jerk. And in fact, the two might be totally correlated. Like the Venn diagram that covers people who are super successful in government, business, and sports who are also completely reprehensible human beings is pretty much a perfect circle. So call it like it is. These people were jerks and they were very successful. That's what I got.
I think you're talking about Bob Knight, right? Bob Knight died, and he was, quote, very complicated. This guy's saying, no, he wasn't. He was an a-hole. Maybe he was both. Or maybe he was a bully. Hell of a basketball coach. Can I tell you, if you know this show, I can't even begin to tell you how much content and how many hours and how many shows we spent discussing Bob Knight back in the day. I can even remember doing an interview with Neil Reed, who Bob Knight choked. Repositioned. That's what Bob said. He repositioned him. I think that's what that guy was talking about. That's not even a Bob Knight thing. There have been some really bad people who die, and then once they die, they're complicated. Or better yet, they're good people, and we forgot about it. The narrative always changes once they're in the ground. We know this. That's not a Bob Knight thing. That's a life thing. Let's go to Maryland. Vince in Maryland. Great to have you, Vince. What's your beef?
Hey, Jim, what's cracking, man?
What's up, dude?
Listen, that last beef about the gambling is so far off base and out there. I can't even believe the man would say something like that. It's called entertainment, responsible entertainment, and you called it right. You described it right. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. One last thing. Rest in peace, Frank Hondo Howard. Thank you.
You got it, Vince. Yeah, exactly. We don't hit you over the head with it, all right? We do it a few times a week because we do it a few times a week. Like James Kelly and I, nobody instructed me to talk about the games, ATS. Like, we're actually doing it. We enjoy it. He and I both get down. I enjoy the process. I enjoy the experience. I enjoy the wins. Even the bad beats hurt so much they feel good, if that makes sense. It just gives us something to do and talk about. There's a sense of community. I'm not saying it's for everybody. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If for whatever reason you don't like us talking about it, we're very careful about when and how we talk about it. But I get that. You don't need to listen to it. But you're not going to talk me out of doing it because we're having a blast with it still. It's fun. And I know a lot of people are interested. Let's go to Texas. Kyle. Good to have you, Kyle. What's your beef?
Hey, Jim. My beef is 5 minutes before Pizza Hut closes, guy. Get off your ass and get over to the Whataburger. That's 24 hours. I'm closing in 5 minutes. Get off your ass and go out to eat.
My man. So let me guess. You work at the Hut and you want to go home and you want to shut this thing down, and there's always that one guy who knows that you're open 5 more minutes. and he rolls in there like at 10:58 and says, yeah, okay, I'll have 10 pies, please. 10 large pies with the works. He's like, get your ass over to the Whataburger, which is open 24/7. It's pretty funny. 1-800-636-8686. Let's go to Pomona. Anthony. Good to have you, Anthony. What's your beef?
Hey, Jimmy. I got a beef with my brother-in-law's friend for passing out on the couch at 8:30 last night. So now I got to hear this 1,000-pound fister snore all day long. I could hear him in my room. I could hear him in my son's room. And now I want to watch TV in the living room. Of course, he's in there snoring up a storm, catching himself choking. Hey, buddy, it's 8:30. It's Wednesday, and Minnie Mouse is not a pillow. Get your dirty head off my daughter's stuffed animal. Come on, buddy. Do better.
Nice job, Anthony. He's got his brother-in-law's friend who weighs 1,000 pounds napping it out on the couch on his daughter's stuffed animal. And he's snoring so loud the entire house is shaking, and he can hear it in every room. Wow. Let's go to JJ in Kansas City. JJ, good to have you. What's your beef?
Jim, today for once, my beef is actually with you and your take on vanilla ice cream. It is not ass. You can mix it up with 1,000 combinations. Chocolate syrup, a little bit of fruit, candy bar bits. It's the best, dude. Come back to the playoff game and freeze a little more this winter. Let's go Chiefs!
Bro, like, we're kind of in agreement. You just basically made my take for me. That's why it's ass. Because you can't eat it by itself. It does not stand alone. You have to drown it in all those other things to make it palatable. JJ! We agree! JJ! Apology accepted! JJ! I'm right! JJ! Vanilla ice cream is ass! JJ! Come on, man, I'm right. I'm right, and you agree with me. You just don't know it. 1-800-636-8686. Lake Forest. Not that far from where I am. Craig in Lake Forest, what is your beef?
Hey, Jim. How you doing, man? My beef, I'm out here I work in Santa Margarita, and I'm in charge of 10 truck drivers who all choose to use their personal cell phone for means of communication. When I go to dial one up because I got a hot emergency, it goes to a voicemail that says, and I quote, "The voicemail is full, and this guy's not accepting any more messages." Dude, you are not Taylor Swift. Unclog your effing S and get back to work and call me, please.
My man. Craig, you know that they know that's what's up. That's why they jam that email or voicemail up. They don't want to hear from you, man. They don't want the emergency. They don't want to have to do what you're going to tell them what to do. That's why they can conveniently say, "Oh, sorry, boss, didn't get the message." Yeah, because your voicemail box is full. "Oh, yeah, I'll get right on that." No, they won't. I feel you, dude. Let's go to San Antonio. Donato. Donato. My bad. Hey, Donato, sorry about that. That was a bad deke. I went to the wrong essay. Ken in SA. Ken, what's your beef?
What's up there, Jimmy? I've got a beef with that fat dancing lady in the Jardiance commercial. Hey, Tubby, if you danced a little bit more, maybe you wouldn't have the beatus. Out!
It's not cool, dude. That's not... Yeah, thank you, Alvy.
No. You don't like that color. I don't like that color.
He has a beef with the gal in the Jardiance ad, the one dancing, and that if she danced more, maybe she wouldn't have the beatus. That's your beef, Ken. That beef should never have seen the light of day. And to think that I didn't go to Donato, that I passed Donato to get to Ken because I thought Ken had something significant to offer. Donato, my bad, bro. That's on me. We go to San Antonio. Donato, what is your beef?
Thanks for the vine, Romy. I got a beef with these people in these upper-class neighborhoods that put their yard bags full of fall leaves in front of the recycling container. Hey, Mr. High Class, leaves aren't recyclable. Take a page out of us poor people and leave those things on the ground. More Dallas beating Philly. And Romy, slip my number to Rosemary in Houston. She sounds hot.
Donato. I barely understood through you. It sounded like your phone was halfway down your throat when you made that phone call.
Romy, you rock.
He said she's hot. He said, give my phone number to Rosemary in Houston. She sounds hot.
Romy, you rock.
And then something about rich people and their recyclables. 1-800-636-8686. Do we stay with the phones? Let's do it. Colorado Springs. Matt. Good to have you, Matt. What's your beef?
Hey, my beef is with Vegas Raider fans. Yesterday they have a dumpster fire, and we get no phone calls. You asked for it all dang day for Vegas fan to go in there and have their take. They've been sitting there complaining since the beginning of the season that they needed to get rid of everybody, and when they do, they're quiet. There's just crickets, just absolutely nothing. They can eat my ass. They suck. I'm a Bronco fan.
That's not a good call. No. You don't like that call.
Hey, Matt.
I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
There's certain things that I don't know, and there's certain things that I do know, and then there's certain things that I'm positive about. You cannot say they can eat my ass. That I know. I'm positive. There will be no ass eating during the beef segment. All right, so now there are two things that you cannot beef about. Bathroom smack and eating somebody's ass. But I know what you're talking about. Where is Raider fan? Where is Raider fan? He's right. I did talk about it all day long yesterday. You had that massacre on Halloween night in the middle of the night where they whacked their coach, they whacked their GM, they whacked their OC, they demote their quarterback that they were all in on, and Raider fans nowhere to be found, except for Matt in L.A. He was the only one, I think. Where are you, Raider fan? Now you're starting over again less than 2 years after you started over again. Let's get some written beefs in here because we know how butthurt they get when they're not heard. It says, Rome, my beef is with homemade deer jerky guy. Hey, Elmer Fudd, I get it. You shot Bambi, but please stop trying to feed me with your dried up, gamey tasting jerky. I got my old trapper, thank you. Here you go, Steve. That's Steve from the Northwest. JPR. I have a beef with smokers that keep that one cigarette upside down in the pack because it's their lucky cigarette. Hey, Pigpen, the warning on the side has never said, may contain good luck and good fortune. Grow the hell up. Jeff C. in the NC. I like it. I like that. Trader Brent writes, my beef is with the slide at the pool. You're getting nice. You're picking up some speed, and then all of a sudden, the tender skin on the backside of your legs is ripped off by the only dry spot on the slide. You go head over heels the rest of the trip down. Hey, man, we're back to back to back. So far, so good. Jim, my beef is with these morons who use the squeegees to wash their windows on their sleds to wash the rest of their cars. Washing the hood and the fenders. There's a great invention. It's called a car wash. Use it. Rome, my beef is with these birds hopping around on one leg, faking an injury, so I will feel sorry for them and give them some bread from my sandwich. Go get your own food, you lazy scrub bird. Wore the Aiden O'Connell era starting this weekend. Todd, no longer in Hermosa. Aloha, Rome. I have a huge beef with people who should never wear a bikini or a Speedo, but still do. Please, for the love of God, do not subject us to the horror of having to watch you waddle and bounce around in all your hellacious glory.
For the love of God.
Mike and Snowbird. Hi, Jim. You want to know what my beef is? My beef is with the lazy buttholes.
Butthole.
that have pumpkins on their porch. It is the 2nd of November, sloth. Bella B in Calgary. Pretty harsh, Bella. I mean, I'd get mine off, but it's only the 2nd. It's not the 7th or 12th. Califloridian tweets, my beef is with the overprivileged kids who complain about receiving a piece of their unfavorite candy during Halloween while still on your porch steps. Hey, pompous brat, it's free. Just DoorDash Halloween next year to ensure that you get your favorite candy. This one says, I got beef with the people who leave their car at the gas pump when it's busy and go into the store to get snacks. Pull your car up to the allotted spots instead of leaving it at the pump when you get your snacks. Fat ass. Fat ass. Joe in Ohio. I'm with him. Van Smack. My beef is with my boss who decided to self-gloss himself as Pizza Party Man. Instead of spending time self-glossing yourself, spend some time finishing my performance review and getting me my raise. Bo in the LBC. At He's a Dodonis. That's a good handle. At He's a Dodonis.
Look at, he looks like a Dodonis.
That's a new one. Good job, dude.
He looks like a Dodonis.
My beef is with anyone perpetuating this Creed comeback. And sorry, at Rangers, that includes you. There's a reason planet Earth decided they were ass and moved on from them years ago. Stop trying to bring them back. That's why he's a Dodonis.
Look at, he looks like a Dodonis.
Hey, Rome, I've got a beef with the lady on the highway brake checking me and cutting off everybody else while rocking the Be Kind and Coexist bumper stickers. If you're going to drive like a butthole, your car graffiti should be a little more honest. John in Wichita.
Hey, John.
Van Smack. My beef is with disgruntled DoorDash employees. Rather than stomp around with disgusted looks and complain about your customers, maybe you should have finished middle school. Then you wouldn't have to ride around on a rickshaw and deliver stale sandwiches. Just remember to bring me my milkshake on time, you clown, and maybe I'll toss you an extra doubloon. Vaughn in Knoxville. You know what's funny? I saw an article this morning. Let me look really quickly. I saw an article on that very topic. Wait. It's in the LA Times, and it's slugged. DoorDash has a warning for non-tippers. Stingy customers don't expect your food quickly. Couriers can choose not to accept lower-paying orders. Hey, Vaughn, you're screwed, yo. If you want to use them again, you are screwed. Hey, Jim, my beef is with refrigerator door ice makers. I press my glass against the pad to start dispensing my ice and get the amount that I want. Pull said glass away, and the fridge decides I need more and continues to throw cubes all over the floor. If I wanted more ice, I would have moved the glass, or I wouldn't have. Thanks, Scott in Milton.
Ice.
Romy, I have a beef with the Pizza Hut guy who tries to close early. Dude, you're open until 11 p.m. It's 10:55. Make my pizza. Tim T. I love beefs that are in response to earlier beefs. Dear Jim, I disagree with that gambling beef caller. If it wasn't for gambling, some of the games I get back here, like Arizona at the quarterback list, running back list, Cleveland Browns, would be even more unwatchable. Pete in Youngstown. At the Joel 430824. Dude was 100% correct. about the dancing chick in the diabetes ad. The whole ad is annoying, and that beast is front and center. Alvin, I'm going to run that beef also. If I ran the first beef, then clearly I'm going to run the next beef, which agreed with the first beef that got run.
Diabetes.
What do you say we do some rapid-fire phone calls on the way out the door? Let's go to Indy. Reed, good to have you. What's your beef?
Hey, Jimbo. Hey, my beef was with that chick in the lecture hall sitting 3 rows behind me trying to sneak some pork rinds with her hooves with that crackling bag like nobody can hear her, and she crunches that bag when she's trying to be quiet, when I'm trying to listen to the lecture, and then when you turn around and look at her, she gives you that stink face like nobody can hear her. Eat before class. Also, my
man, what is it about rapid fire that you did not understand? There is no room for also in rapid fire. We need to go rapid fire because we're on the clock. Let's go to Bugahaw. Ron in Bugahaw. Hey, Ron, what's your beef?
Hey, my problem's with the Nebraska sports media that thinks Nebraska is back and all of a sudden going to win the Big Ten West and have a great end of the year. We've won 4 games, 2 against FBS teams and 2 against Northwestern and Illinois. We're not back yet.
Nice job, Ron. I agree with you. The volleyball team is back, not your football team. 1-800-636-8686. Rapid fire. Let's go to Montana. Mark, what's your beef?
Hey, Jim. My beef is with the fans who want to blame their loss on because one player is out. It's a team sport. Have a well-rounded team. Thanks.
You got it, Mark. Let's go to the ATX. Vince, you made it in. What's your beef?
Rome, K. Pasha, welcome from Vince from the ATX. My beef is with all due respect to Dodger Channel, Dodger fan. Get over it. 2017 was almost 8 years ago. We worked you, bent you over, and took your title. You've done nothing since. 66 games does not make a world championship. Those throws, hook them.
Bro, I don't think it was 2017. I think it was 2020. And Dodger Jano did not take offense to that. I'm pretty sure she didn't hear it. I think we can finish with Ty in Boise. Ty, what's your beef?
Hey, Romy, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
My beef is with Vaughn in Knoxville, the no-tooth having piece. Yeah, I'll get your milkshake in on time. If you got a problem with Door Dashers, there may or may not be something added to your milkshake. I'm out.
My man. Exactly. Exactly. Vaughn, like, you're a funny dude, Vaughn, but how do you not know that? And when he says there may or may not be something added to your milkshake, what he means is there will definitely be something added to your milkshake, and it's not going to be whipped cream and a cherry. There is your beef segment. That was a nice little rally. A 29-minute beef segment, written and calling beefs.